The Queen of Granada, by M. Riff. Chapter 123, The Interrogation. She added in a relaxed tone, "Take it easy and do as he says. It'll be all right." Rosen's advice didn't seem necessary at all. With her hands on her head and completely composed, Rita got out of the car. She glanced at the soldier's face, which was almost hidden under the drooping edges of his raincoat. He took a step back and signaled with the barrel of the machine gun that Rita should go ahead towards the military vehicle on the right. As she walked, Rita couldn't help but fear that the soldier's fingers might cramp in the icy weather, pulling the trigger and accidentally sending a flurry of bullets at her. She settled into the front seat of the Jeep. Besides the young soldier, who placed himself behind the wheel, there was another military man in the back seat. Rita recognized him immediately. He was the same general who had led the military column that had passed the Granada bus earlier in the day. Just then, another military man got out of another Jeep, approached the Renault 4 and sat in the front seat, next to Rosen. It was clear that the military suspected them of something serious, considering that the general himself had turned up in the middle of the night to investigate it in person. The decision to interrogate them separately only emphasized the seriousness of the situation. The soldier who had escorted Rita to the military jeep said something in Spanish to the general. To Rita, it seemed as if he informed the general that she could not understand Spanish and spoke only foreign languages. They sat in silence, and it could have been because the general and the soldier could not speak English, or perhaps they were trying to unsettle her in preparation for the interrogation. Suddenly, the military officer who had been questioning Rosen in the Renault 4 hurried over to their jeep, braving the rain, and took place in the back seat. In a calm and measured tone, he addressed Rita in English, "May I have your full name, age, country of origin, and the reason for your visit to Spain?" Rita replied, "I'm Rita, and I'm almost 16 years old. I'm a tourist from Denmark." The officer asked, "Please provide your passport and ticket." Rita responded, "They're both in my bag back in Granada," without mentioning that she didn't have a return ticket. The officer noted down the information, then looked up and inquired, "How do you know the person in that car?" Rita explained, "Our bus broke down on this bridge. Her husband came in his Land Rover to help us pull the bus, but the wire snapped, and he disappeared into the fog in the direction of the military base. I met Rosen on the bus." Suddenly, the general broke the silence, fixing an intense gaze on Rita as he posed a question in Spanish. The officer next to him in the back seat translated the question into English, "How did you know there's a military base here?" Rita replied, "I heard it on the bus."